What's up, everybody? Well, it's come to my attention in both the first gameplay video and gameplay 2 that it's not easy for everybody to see the frame rate counter when I have the camera just sitting like this. And I figured, everything was fine because I tested it on this laptop and on my 27-inch monitor and TVs and stuff, but then didn't think about the lower end, smaller items, like cell phones, tablets. So now I'm going to redo some of my later gameplay 3, 4, 5, and I think, 5 is all I got up to. And now just redo those now with screen capture. So let's get started. Alrighty, now we're in game here. Doing full screen. 300 hertz, 1920 by 1080. Let's look at the graphics quality. We're playing everything pretty much maxed out with no VSync. That about covers it for the settings. This game is a pretty damn simple game. But, alright. Let's get started with the actual gameplay. Alright, well, I was going to face real people, and I did not get a chance to do that because they were very mad at me for not knowing how to play the game. Since I'm a complete noob at it, I didn't know how to use people's powers, which resulted in a bunch of people just swearing at me and whatnot. So I didn't think that would make for a good video, so I decided to just do a bunch of practice stuff so you can at least see the FPS and whatnot now. And I'll definitely play this game with my friends and whatnot, where that kind of crap won't happen. And we'll all learn how to play the game together, and I think that'll make for a much better video. So, sorry if this is not what you guys wanted me to play were expecting, but hey, it is what it is. I'll make a much better video for you later. Huh, I found some more random stuff for target practice. Well, alright. What else is in this little area? At least this way you guys can still see the FPS. Ah, I see. This looks like this was like the tutorial I played with the first video I made. No, I want to go up. Whatever. Okay. So that's defused the spike. Oh, let's see. Let's go with this guy this time.
I have the spike.
Alright, plant board a hole and then plant the spike.
Spike planted.
Just basically like planting the bomb. Alright, anything else to do? Huh. Doesn't really seem like there's much else to do here. A lot easier when you have a freaking crosshair or can look down the sights. Ah, I botched that up. Oh. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, I think that's about it for this game. Alright, now we are in Assassin's Creed Valhalla here. Running full screen, native resolution, 300 Hz, no VSync, normal resolution scale. Graphics, we've got everything cranked up, besides motion blur. Alright, now let's go back one. And we'll benchmark real quick. Alright, here's what we got in the benchmark. Average of 75, minimum of 29, a max of 126. So this is probably a game where you probably should turn some settings down, but I just maxed everything just to show you it can still handle it. I mean, we averaged 75. That's well over 60. But there were a couple spots where we dropped quite a bit below 60 there if we're getting all the way down to 29. But let's jump into the game and see what it's like actually in game. Alright, here we are actually in the game itself. A restricted area, you say? Well, they definitely saw him die, but I don't think they saw me.
That was tough. It's done.
kill. And then we'll set a trap. Ooh, loot. Okay, confirm that kill. That wouldn't work out for you too well.
Not getting away from me. So slow.
Oh. That's right, I don't have any more of that. Ha. Alrighty. Had to stop the recording because Misty was getting into my new headset that costs a lot of money and I didn't want her to break it, so I had to kindly shoo her away from that. And then I forgot to... Whoa, what was that? Oh, hello. Jesus. Bobcat. Get away from me, Bobcat. Jeez. Anyway. Before I was interrupted by a bobcat, I killed everybody in that village. Oh, there's another one. Man, these things are freaking everywhere. Here, come attack these people. There we go. Have a nice bobcat, gentlemen. But anyway, I think we were close to 5 minutes before anyway, so let's move on to another game, shall we? Alright, on to FarCry 5 here. Doing it at native resolution here. 1920 by 1080, 300 FPS. Completely maxed out besides motion blur. And no VSync. Now, let's just test out a benchmark. Alright, so minimum 62, average 81, maximum 103. That's pretty good considering we're running the HD texture pack and everything maxed out. Just turn a couple things down a little bit and you'd probably be set and never even hit under 70 FPS, I bet you. Heck, once we put the new RAM in, I'm willing to bet you we won't even be under 60 or under 70 FPS in this game. But let's get into the actual game, shall we? So we are in FarCry 5 now, chilling with cheeseburger here. And peaches. Well, let's just walk around a little bit. See, we're already dropped under 60 FPS and we weren't even in the game for more than like 2 seconds. So yeah, this is another one of those games you probably ought to just turn some of the settings down from ultra to very high. If you're going to be running this thing bone stock without upgrading the RAM or anything. But if you guys have been watching any other videos, you probably know upgrading the RAM and connecting the monitor or an external monitor helps with FPS as well. Yeah, look at that, we jumped to 48 FPS. Man. Still playable though. If I was out on the road and I was playing this, I could play it just like this. Ooh, what is that? Ooh. Ah. Oh, missed him. There we go. Alright guys, back off. There we go. We destroyed the shit out of that crappy boat. Punch it to death. Ha. Oh. Yeah, definitely turn some settings down. Dropping into the 40s and stuff is kind of not fun, but yeah. Alright, so I figured out what it is. It's just because I'm screen recording. I'm being silly. I forgot, no matter what you're on, it's going to take some, so. It never drops down to the 40s around here if you're not screen recording. So just know anything that I do is going to have some performance impact. And yet it's still pretty playable. I mean, Don't get me wrong, those drops to 40 FPS are kind of annoying. And when it does stuff like that, like, yeah, that would piss me off. But when you're not recording, it doesn't do that, so it's a moot point. You guys' voices sounded super echoey. I almost got blown on up. But, alright. That about does it for Far Cry. Alright. Well, that just about does it for this video. Hopefully now you guys can actually see the stats in the corner there when I do it this way. Just know that when I screen record, there is some performance penalty, so don't get worried if you see the frames dropping into the 40s and whatnot. I just noticed in Far Cry as soon as I turned off the screen recording and the same bridge that I was commenting on, I shot right up to 73 FPS. So it's like, okay, not an issue. So I'm going to go and redo some more videos now, guys. Hope you like this format better. And until the next video, peace out.